Okay. Should be good there. I hope. I'm just off to the corner here because the sun is super bright. And if I go in my normal location, you guys won't see a thing. It'll just be a big lens flare all over the place. So, let's see here. I gotta get this thing kind of level for you. And no fence in the way. Try it. It's not bad, right? Something like that. Lower there. That's good. Okay. Let me grab my coffee. Okay. As mentioned in the last uploaded video, it's mostly statue day. These guys. Well, there we go. A few people here. Hello, Sue, and Catherine, and Carol. We have snow today. Yeah, it's a gorgeous day here. It's a little chilly, but not close to freezing at all. Rick's here. Hello, Rick. And Carol says a skiff of snow. What's a skiff? I don't know if you guys can hear that. We still have a few fireworks going off. Halloween was okay. Not too big of a deal. Okay. I think Nanners has finished her snack. I'm going to go grab her. In the meantime, what's a skiff of snow? I'll be back to check on that. Okay, that's it. The whole crowd is in. Guess I should zoom out a smidge. So I've got about maybe 45 minutes to entertain you all. Well, Carol says a small one. All right, a skiff. Very good. It's daylight savings time ending today for us, so got an extra hour of sleep. That was really nice. Marianne's here. Hello, Marianne. Yes, they are looking mighty fine in the sunshine. But Rebecca's here from Vegas. Las Vegas is a beautiful day too. Yeah, we've got another, supposedly one more day of nice weather. Here comes Gracie. And she might be thinking I'm holding out my coffee for her. I'm not. Yeah, we have one more day of nice weather. Supposedly tomorrow is going to be pretty good. And then rain. So, oh, here comes Nance. The two youngsters have been getting along pretty good. Oh, I just gotta go pee. There you go. What is happening? At least this pair is doing pretty good. Before, it was Ruli and Luke, but Luke's busy now playing because I put Rue out. Puff Cat says, "Love your place, so serene." Ah, thank you. It's drinking time. Yeah, it is very serene. It's very nice. We've got a bit of sort of yard burning smoke in the background. It adds a really nice sort of volume, atmosphere to the. It's just somebody burning some branches, but still got a bit of a campfire smell to it, and it's kind of cool. Oh, slobber, 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 slobber. Yeah, just a fantastic morning. I can't even explain it. The whole morning's just been playing with horses. Some upcoming, there's lots of stuff coming up. I've just been terribly busy. But today I got some, look at that. Look at Roni get shoved off. Ruli's like, "Hey, you took my boyfriend." Ruli's in heat a little bit. She's sort of been competing with Roni and Luke. Where was it? Yes, so I got some, hang on. Got some slow motion video. Hopefully, I haven't seen it yet, but I think it's turned out pretty good. It's going to make for some neat footage for you guys to check out. Some yawning, some blinking, some rolling, all kinds of stuff that even I'm really interested in sort of seeing things happen in slow motion. Marianne says, "Daylight savings ended last Sunday." I know. We're a week late or something. Everything digital fixes itself. Yeah, except for the microwave and the stove. My truck didn't even fix itself. Really weird. I had to fix a few things, but other than that, you're right. Computer, phone, everything just fixes itself. You guys might enjoy a little bit of footage later of Luke getting hassled by Roni. Everybody likes it when Luke gets pushed around a bit, but it's playtime. Rue follows him. You'd be surprised. It's consensual playtime. Mostly. There's the girls. All four girls up front, chilling out, getting some sun. It's a beautiful day for just sun tanning or having a roll or something and lying down. Everybody's rolled, of course. They're all sandy. Especially Gracie. She is a mess. So, Puff Cat says, change the clocks this morning in NH. New Hampshire, new house. North, something. What does NH stand for? Let's see. Carol says, "You need to experience a huge amount of mice in your house." Nope. New Hampshire. Hey, I was right. First guess was good. Not that I know where it is, but wish I was more geologically non-impaired. I've traveled around the world, but I always sucked in geography. What a moron. Anyhow, so yeah, I was never ever good at it. Couldn't figure out where any lakes were or whatever, streams and stuff. Where am I? In British Columbia, Canada, in a little city called Maple Ridge. Yeah, a lot of horses here. Let's put it that way. So, yeah, geographically impaired. Did I say geologically? What a moron. All right, moving on. Mice. Nope, no mice in the house. No mice in the barn either. Used to get some some mice in the barn, but then I got one of those little sonic things you plug in and it just puts off, I guess, some kind of sonic beep. And since then, very few come around, which is good because we've got a forest. Go live in the forest, you'll be fine. Burrow in the ground like you're supposed to. Marianne says, gets dark at 4 to 5. That's what I'm not looking forward to. I do not like early nights. I like being out in the evening and watching the sun go down and stuff. Now it's at 4 o'clock, I'll probably be watching it. 5 o'clock, you're right. I think you're a little further north than me, right? Marianne, you are in Ireland? I think you're a little farther north, so it'll get darker a little earlier. Let's see. I don't want to miss anybody. I want to say hello to everybody. Too far away to visit. Marianne's in Norway. Right. Are you farther north? Is Norway farther north? Feels like a maybe. Oh, Bruce running around. He had a roll. He's like, I'm up. Let's do this. Shaky, shake, shake. Just a wonderful morning. I don't know if these boys are going to do anything. Like I said, it's kind of a statue day. Everybody's chilling out, taking it easy. So, we shall see. I'm panned back, but nobody's moved. Just standing still. Just the boys, maybe. What's happening, Riv? You want to come say hello to everybody? Just thinking about it. Here he comes. Have a drink of water. Hanging out near the water tub is kind of cool. To watch everybody drink. It says have a mouse that runs across your computer. You should give it a name. Put some cheese off to the side or something like that. I mean, you might as well. If you can't beat them, join them. Until they start having lots of babies, I guess. And, live trapped over 100. Ordering more live traps. Great. Catherine says, thought I heard you're up for 1 or 2 new boarders. Yeah, I had mentioned that there's always possibilities. People are always calling, checking to see what's up. Got any openings? What are you doing? Did you train something? But circumstances for some people, you know, they change, they get delayed. Sometimes they hurry up. You never quite know. So I always say maybe. I always say, not sure. I've got another couple that might be coming in early next year. So this year, unsure. There was a couple that came by yesterday to come check out the place. So, you know, there's a lot of bits and pieces of activity, but there are a lot of places to go, and I guess you could say there's competition, and people want to pick a place that fits them and what they think fits their horse best and stuff, and you shop around. So look at all that smoke in the distance, eh? I think my neighbor just put on a pile of leaves. Coming this way, which is kind of good. So we'll see what happens. Actually, I do have some other plans that I've been thinking about. I have quite a few people who suggest that I take some wildies, which kind of like, you know, we don't get very many Mustangs up here because they got to come across the border. If you drive 10 hours, you're close to the polar circle. Yeah, you're a lot more north. I was pretty sure too. Somebody needs to check a map for us. But, you know. Ronnie, why'd you do that? Why'd you just let her have a drink of water? You should fog up the lens for everybody. It'll be great. Hello, you two. Kind of adorable, right? Getting low on water. Better fill it back up. Ronnie's telling her to hurry up. Hurry up and drink. Let's get going. We gotta go. Can't stand around in one place too long. Ronnie's natural survival instinct kicks in. Hurry up. Just drink it. It's just water. Really, if you chew on the fence, I'm going to pull your nose hairs out. Don't do it. This is Ruli's chew point right here. Right. What's going on here? Well, I got these two busy. Anyhow, so yeah, you never know what's going to happen. So you just don't count your chickens before they hatch and all that kind of business. But yeah, I've been thinking about really don't do it. Thinking about training up some wild horses, or wild or feral horses. Is probably a better way to put it. Not wild, more feral than wild. But they're called wildies, and you know, they come from up north or a little farther east and all that. And working on that kind of idea. Something I've always wanted to do. You know, get some. They're not Mustangs though. No, they're not Mustangs. I don't know. I think half the time they don't even know what they're like. Part quarter horse, part something or other. You know, they're sort of mutts of the horse world. But plenty of them turn out just fantastic. Like Morgans and quarter horses and Tennessee Walkers, or what else have they got up there? I doubt they have any Arabians that get mixed in. There's some drafts that get mixed in. I mean, I think Ohana's one of those mixy poo horses that has kind of been brought down from the northeast. Slurp, slurp, slurp. I know it's getting a little low, eh, pal? We should fill this thing. You guys drank a lot. Like half the bucket is gone just this morning. There's your horsey nose for today. Hopefully you enjoy that. So, yeah, it's an idea. It costs money though. You know, it costs money when you kind of got to go get them, pick them up. But of course, I have my own truck and trailer. You got to feed them, train. So sweat equity, along with a little bit of investment in hay, and of course clean up and taking care of them, and maybe any vet bills. So I have to figure out that part, because I don't really expect to make. I wouldn't expect to make money in sales, like to sell the horse later to somebody that needs a horse. It's not cost too much, but it has some good manners and is kind, and you know. And then it'll make a pretty good video series for everybody if they're interested in watching that kind of thing. To watch a horse go from feral, you know, borderline, not halter broken kind of idea to hopefully totally handleable, and rideable and kind, and you know, good with kids and all that kind of business, where you just have a nice animal, a nice friend. A girl dropped by and she says her horse saved her. So she says to me, "My horse saved me." I said, "Oh, how's that?" "Well, I had some problems and some anxiety and some sadness and stuff, and the horse just kind of brought me out of them." And that a lot of times, you know, these more feral horses, I guess you could say, they're a lot more pure, and I don't know about honest. Honest is going to be the wrong word, but more I don't know what the word is that I'm thinking of, but it's kind of a feeling of being not higher quality even, but more visceral, like more substance to it than, say, the domesticated ones that have been, you know, grown up. They were born in captivity and all kinds of stuff, and so they're very, very used to humans and some of the antics, and you know, they might not think so, or they might have big problems. But I find, you know, when I was working with the Mustang that was here, it was a lot more of a pure experience. That can you add an imgur? An imgur? Yeah, go for it if it'll allow you. Yeah, honest is kind of a funny way to put it, though, right? Because they're obviously all honest, um, but there's something about them that just is more horse-like, less pet-like, and I think that in and of itself can be even better for therapeutic purposes. Horses are already, who wrote that? Horses are therapeutic. Puffcat, good for therapy, absolutely. Um, and I believe, like when I was working with the Mustang, I really had to put a lot and everything into it, um, and be in the moment a lot more than I am. Like, what is this? Are we having a staring contest? Um, yeah, Gracie's a good exec. Catherine says Gracie was close to feral. She's special. And it's true, and I'm still spending a lot of time really concentrating when I'm with her to make the quality differences. You won't let you post? I didn't think so. Yeah. Yeah, let me see what I can do for you, Marianne. Let's put you add moderator. Okay, you're a moderator now. See what you can do. Um, yeah, and so that as well, when you find acceptance from the horse and they find acceptance with you and you're working. God, look at that. Oh, it's too close. I love those beams that come through the trees. That's just cool. Anyways, back to our zoomed out version of. Hey, zoom out. Is that all the way zoomed out? Maybe that is. So yeah, it just I find that they're all good, but there's something about the more feral ones or the more wild ones that. Do you think Roni gave up on me? He's like, how come he won't scratch? No, I doubt it. So I think, yeah, well, the value is really there, and I think it could really help people. And the therapy that we all get, you know, I don't even know how many comments I have of people who write, it's so nice to watch the horses. It feels so good. You know, it's an escape. It's comforting. It's peaceful, even through a screen. You know, that would be. I can't click on it right now, but I'll check it out. That would be the height difference from you versus Norway. Cool. It's probably quite a bit. But you'll get a little bit. Oh, Gracie's down. Really's almost down. Look at her. Whoa. Let's zoom out a little. Really's thinking about lying down. She's dozy. The beams are godlike. Yeah. Missy loves horses' noses. Horsey noses. Me too. Carol says, I've heard that the feral horse is better because of what could have been done to them by people. Doesn't have bad habits from people. Yeah, it's true. Yeah, sort of. I don't know if I worry too much about that myself. I always try to encourage people. Don't worry about anything that's kind of been put in. You can make a change in a horse pretty quick. You know, some stuff is harder, yeah, but you get to mess it up. You know, if you get one of those more wild or feral horses kind of thing, then if they get messed up, then you know that it's you and it's up to you and your responsibility. There's no way to blame somebody else kind of thing or some other time. So yeah, I think that's good. Rick says there's a rescue group in West Virginia near Ohio. They have been rescuing and training feral horses that have been living on abandoned mine land. Sad but happy ending stories. Yeah, so happy ending stories are great. Hopefully it all works out. You know, some of these, obviously these horses haven't had any care, any hoof care. Hopefully their feet are kind of okay. We can start studying a little bit more about that. And, you know, so Missy says maybe she feels like lapping it up. Yeah, I know. There's probably not enough water in here for to be lapping it up like a dog again. Carol says it'd be fascinating to watch how to teach a feral horse. Yeah, and I think so too. I think that it would be fascinating to kind of like Gracie, working with Gracie in the beginning. She's so much better now, but you know, you take one of these ones that is then going to be around a bunch of, love bugs. Look at these guys. They just back up and get their butt scratched, and that horse can learn that humans can be really kind and nice and helpful even. It's just statue day, you guys. It's a sunny, beautiful, quiet, peaceful morning. Horses are just gonna probably just stand around. So, yeah. So that's the idea, I think. Marianne says, I wouldn't really call my horse wild or feral, but she's had a lot of stuff going on in her life. It doesn't really matter what happened before as long as I'm consistent in how I treat her. Yeah, absolutely. And I think that too. I don't think horses really look backwards too long. They're forward lookers. They'll be cautious based off of the past maybe, but if you can just be consistent for a good amount of time sometimes it takes very little. Sometimes it's a 5-minute job. Other times, months, maybe years. Just be consistent, and they'll come around. So we'll see. Somebody said something about sponsoring them. That's not a bad idea. I could try to do something like that, where I might go and Catherine said that. Catherine, it's a great idea. I could go, and I know a few rescues. They're a little ways away from here. We'd drive out there, take some video and stuff like that, and in addition to pick up 1, 2, and people can choose to sponsor them if they'd like. I'll be doing the work, Don't have to worry about it. Anybody wants to come visit, if you're local, check them out and stuff, pet them and help take care of them and stuff like that, be a part of their life that's going to make it better. That's fantastic. Sponsorship can come, obviously, if you're far away financially, but also, dedicating a little bit of time to come do some brush-ins or leading around, just practice leading around, grass feeding, stuff like that. All these little interactions and I find it very important. Whenever I get horses in here for training, I always try to have more than me handling them. So that a horse can get used to more than one human being kind and helpful. So, horses aren't forward thinkers. They're in the now. Yeah. Okay, so that's a good way to put it. I guess when I say forward thinking, I don't mean that they're imaginers. They're imagining what the future will look like. But they're not grudge holders. They're not hanging on to the past to define their future. They're thinking of the now, yes, and that's what they take forward with them. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense with that. When I say a forward thinker, I mean that they're taking what they do now and overwriting the past to make that the future. Yeah. That's sort of what I meant. It would be nice if they really could. Gracie's just out. Luke's down. Manners is down. Rue's going down, I think. Sleepy day. Rick says the group. That's a low-flying airplane, man. Probably like 500 feet off the ground. Beautiful day to fly. Look at Rue, what a pest, eh? Nope, Manners chased him off with some head movements. Where were we? Where was I? Oh yeah, Rick. Mentioned how to trainer face-off. Each trainer was given one horse to work with and train. Then they had a fun competition followed by an action to place them in their Ferrero. I like that a lot. I do. I don't know of many around here that would sort of get involved with that. It's time, it's a lot of, you got to kind of own your own place usually, and dedicate the time to it. I like the idea. Catherine says I get that. Cool. Hopefully it made sense. You're right, absolutely right, Catherine. They are. in the now. They think of the now. What's happening now? How can I define my life right now? Yeah. Carol likes the sponsoring idea. Cool. Be there at a heartbeat if it were possible. That'd be neat. Sue says, is there a demand or market for horses trained special for physical and emotional support therapy for people? Yes. Now, I don't know about a demand, but there is some market for that. Look at Rue. He's got to go and hassle all the horses that are lying down. Get him, Nanners. Bite him on the nose. What a pest. Oh, she almost got him. She says, I'll get up if I have to. And she's up. What a pest. Hey, every time everybody feels sorry for Rue, just think of that moment. Like the little brother that nobody wanted. So yeah, support or therapy horses are really important. And there's something to be said for sort of maybe creating a bit of that demand as well by creating a service that specifically does. There are people out there that do that though, and there are plenty of horses that are older and sort of quieter, and they do provide some good therapy. So yeah, maybe Calvin Wong, I'm pretty sure it's not Wong Calvin, right? Calvin Wong. Hello, Calvin. Auction. Yeah, there's auctions out there. Oh yeah, an auction. I see what you're saying. Yeah, like the Mustang auctions that go on, and they do a bunch of training and then they do the auction at the end. The Mustang one. Sue says, I think you'd be very good at choosing training horses for that. Well, that brings about a question. You know, are there horses that are better for that? You know, Gracie can be very quiet and very sensitive. You know, she put a lot into a moment with you. So hard to say. Puffcat says we have a place in New Hampshire that is therapy riding. Yeah, there's a couple around here. He's wandering off like nothing happened. I know, right? Anyways, thanks, Sue. I think I'd be all right at choosing. I think that almost any horse is good for it. They just need to feel safe, and they will give us a sense of safety too. Lori's here. Hello, Lori. You could use some horse therapy. It is the best. There's a lot of times I just come out and I just come and hang out, and sit down maybe, and you know, you give them a hug, you can pet them, just be nice, clean their eyeballs, you know, all kinds of little things that just create a bit of a connection. It's a good thing. Marianne says horses are great therapy for sure. I had a really bad day and I just sat down in my horse's shelter where she was hanging out, and she came up and put her head on my shoulder and snoozed. That's fantastic. And I think horses can really pick up on somebody's feelings. I've mentioned it before. If I'm kind of grumpy or short on time and I'm impatient and I got to get things done, the horses tend not to gravitate towards me. They seem to figure out I got things to do, I'm busy. And then other times when I'm super casual and wandering around and I look like I want to reach out to them, they reach out to me. Marianne says having a moment like that is just pure and amazing. 100%. You know, it's something that I don't know what other animal really provides that, because there's something to be said for them being big. Tina's here. Hello, Tina. Welcome to the live stream. Because they're big, and you kind of think, wow, you're just hanging out here? That's cool. It is a very quiet morning. Look at Lena's over here. Guess I could move around a little. Get them all just lined up, getting some sun, taking it easy. I can't point that way. You see, it's just a zoom out. It just turns into, well, actually, it's not too bad, I guess. Manners gets rid of Rue. Just take off, man. So, just hang out on the fence a little bit more. I think I've got maybe about 10 minutes left. Interact with you guys on the live stream, and then got a lesson coming up. So So I'll have to cut the stream there, but these guys are just quiet. Luke's thinking about getting up. He's halfway there. What is he doing? Gracie's flat out. It's a good time to have a nap. Anyways, yeah, horses are growth therapy. Just amazing. Horses are intuitive animals that can be very sensitive to human emotions. Yeah, it's almost as if they're telepathic in a way. But I've kind of said it before. I believe 100% that horses are just master observers. Masterful. Literally just smart or great at just detecting any movement whatsoever, which is obviously for survival purposes. But when it comes to us humans, some of us are really, I mean, I think we're all really obvious. You know, what we're going to think and what we're going to do. And they pick up on that. And consistency yields good and bad results. So you got to be self-aware. Got to have some insight into yourself, is what you're thinking and doing and how you're doing it. It's fantastic. Really good. Let's see, Marianne says, on the flip side, I can't work with my horse if I harbor a lot of frustration. She feeds off that energy and turns into a fire-breathing dragon. Just because she's that sensitive to my energy. Yep. And I think that the domesticated ones can, I believe that they sort of tune those things out sometimes. They become dull. But when you're working with the more wild, like the Mustangs or the more wildy horses and stuff, they don't become, I don't believe they really become dull to that. And so you got to be cautious and careful about it all. So what else we got? Can't hide anything from horses. It's true, Lori. Carol's off to clean some parakeet cages. That's cool. Here comes Rue. Who's he gonna bug? Oh, Manners is coming. She's got a vendetta, a little bone to pick with that guy. Take off. Leave everybody who's sleeping alone. Manners the protector. Comes Roni. He got kicked out as well. It's a girls' club. Oh, really got kicked out as well. What's going on around here? Zoom out a bit. So, anyhow, that's uh-oh. Everybody's got to move. Not much though. Just sorting things out so everybody's in frame. Thanks, Nans. You're the best. Gorgeous day. So, yeah, I wish there was something interesting to say or watch, but they're literally just taking it easy. It's yeah. Nice. A little bit of road noise today. It's beautiful, so everybody's off to lakes, and we've got piles of recreational places that are open. Although there are some concerns here and there. What are you guys doing? Well, people getting together too much, but you know, a nice road trip on motorcycles and stuff. Obviously working well for people. Let's see. Marianne says, I had some weird observations when a horse had a body worker the other day. She did something she called pulsating, where she just held the lead rope and probably projected energy, and the horses started blinking and twitching in her face. Okay. Cool. It was so weird, but it was so obvious it was done by the body worker, because the movement caused the movement. She stopped. The horse also stopped with the blinking and twitching. get them, really. Well, that is interesting. That'd be something to catch on video. You know, like, how do you do that? What is that? I gotta fill up this tub. These guys are really drinking it down. Give it a clean while we're at it. So, alright, got another 5 minutes, I think. And then, oh, these guys are, I suppose I should just do this right now. Alright, hang on, you guys. Don't touch that. And they all left, of course. Okay, fresh water coming up. And everybody's awake. Anyway, so back to that body stuff. I think that's fascinating too. You can get some video. You need to see what's happening and why. Like, what's the purpose of it? Is there purpose to it? Did it help the horse in some way? If it did, how do you know? And all that kind of stuff. I'm really interested in that as well. Missy says, couldn't get to the barn because of the weather. So this is lovely. Yeah, it always sucks when the weather sucks. What do you think, Rones? Look, fresh water just for you, buddy. Says, thanks. Really appreciate that. And there we go. Puffcat says, thanks for sharing your beautiful morning. Love the visual horses therapy like this. You're very welcome. Welcome. Hi, Gracie. What do you want? I need a new tripod. This one is so... The best word for it is janky. Not the best tripod. But it works. Anyways. Let's see. I think it was kind of a way to check if the horse had a balanced energy in itself. I'll have to look more into it. What is balanced energy? And what does it... How would you know if it didn't? And how would you know if it did? And if it didn't, what would you do? I have all kinds of questions. Well, let me know when you have some time. I'd be interested to hear about it as well. Okay, I think I've almost reached my limit. of time. And he's drinking. He says, this is the best. Fresh water is awesome. Yeah, everybody's pretty chill. Very nice day. Well, thanks for joining me, though, for a little bit. I thought I would just share a little. Somebody had written, I think it was Carol, says, I look forward to a live stream. I thought, all right, I'll get on with that. What's going on, Gracie? Do you need a scritchy scratch? Bump. Just a fist bump. Ready? La 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 la. Okay. I'm going to end that here with these two crackers hanging out together. I'll turn the water off shortly. So yeah, thanks everybody. I hope you guys have a good day. Thanks for popping in. You're very welcome for a bit of horsey time. Hopefully something interesting to talk about as well. See what happens in the near future with all this kind of stuff. And yeah, I hope you guys all have a good day, or morning, or afternoon, or evening, wherever you are in your world. And I'll see you guys. Oh, there it is. Yes, the Masterson method. I'll talk about that again soon too. So, okay, thanks everybody. Bye for now.